Okay, I'm down to the governor housing, and I'm down to the governor gear and the cam gear and the flywheel. I've taken the flywheel cover off. I've taken the starter out. I've taken the fan shaft off. In order to take the fan shaft out, you have to loosen this radiator hose, take your exhaust pipe out, loosen that bottom radiator hose, and you have to take your fan shroud off. And I mark all these pieces as to where they go, because the fan shroud goes on there a certain way so it doesn't rub on the fan. And then I just kind of pried the radiator back a little bit, took the bolts out of the bottom, of course, pried the radiator out, and I was able to take the fan shaft out this way. So we have the governor housing. I want to talk to you a bit about timing, and discovered some things. When I took the 5 bolts off that hold the governor on, it's held on by a spring. It's got a spring on the bottom, and then it has a race, a bearing, and another race there, roller bearing, and a gasket that comes with a gasket set. There's timing marks. I want to show you them. Let's see if I can get some light on it. You can see, let's see if I can get it where you can see it. There's a little dot right above my flashlight. Whoops. Where did it go? Fish that out of there. There's a little dot, I think. Let's see if we can get to see it. There it is. You can see it. Now there's also a dot down on the cam gear. Don't know if you can see that, but that cog goes in between those 2 cogs on the cam gear. Okay, when I stick a screwdriver in this hole, the piston is up. So this cylinder is TDC. These 2 are lined up, and if you take your tractor apart and they don't line up, roll it around, roll the flywheel around one more generation, because the cam runs at half the speed the crank does. So with 1 generation, it might take 2 generations to turn the cam smooth around in order to get the alignment up. But that's what you want, is you want the cam gear, the piston at TDC, and the I keep wanting to say this is a generator, but it's not. The governor. There you go. I know it started with G. The governor gear, the cam gear, piston at TDC, all lined up. And there's also something I want to show you here. Is there's a mark right here, and it says 15. Yours might say something different. And the outside of the flywheel says 15, so the crankshaft says 15, this says 15. I don't know if somebody's worked on it before or not, but there's an imprint of it. So what I'm getting at is this is splined, and looks like it is. It looks like it's keyed, so it can only go on there one way. So that's not going to be an issue, I guess. But there is a dot right here, and the dot coincides with, let's see, with this right here. This is a cruddy looking, but it's a mark, and it lines up with that. So I think if we have all those things put together, and we have our magneto, I've kind of got it marked a little bit so I can get it close. It should run when we put it back together. It should be timed correctly. Okay, I'm going to get the governor off, and we'll be able to peek inside the engine.